m'appelle Lyndi, je suis américaine qui vit en France depuis plus de 5 ans. So something I haven't shared with the internet is I've been working at a chocolate shop slash tea room for a year now. However, my contract is ending, so I thought I could finally share a little bit about it. One, for me, because I always enjoy documenting travels and just life things as a time capsule for future me. And two, for anyone that's curious what it's like to work in a chocolate shop and or how I did this as a foreigner in France. So I thought I'd share. I'll divide this video into a couple parts. One, how I got the job, and then what I do, and then I'll show you what it's actually like, especially during some of the busier seasons like Easter and Christmas. Hi! So if you've been following me, my current role is an English prof at a uni in France. However, I have some free time and wanted to do a fun side job using my French. As I have customer service experience from working in high school and summer jobs in college, I dropped off my CV to a few bakeries in town, and I heard back from one saying they needed help packaging chocolates for the Easter season, and it would only be for a few weeks CDD, which is a type of short contract. So I did a quick interview and they got back choosing me, so c'est parti. So last March, April, I worked for a few weeks just to help out packaging the chocolate. I worked with the owners and was more behind the scenes, along with one day at the end working at the bakery side just to get introduced to working with customers and the cash register. But seeing that all of that went well, they offered me to work front of house once they officially reopened the chocolate shop tea room in the fall. We had our grand reopening, and day one we were so busy. It was super fast paced, lots of customers. I learned quickly how to use the espresso machine. One thing I was nervous about was my numbers, speaking French. I felt comfortable, but I was nervous about having to say the prices. But with anything, practice makes perfect. And now I'm much more comfortable. So in a small way, it was nice to face this little fear. Let me show you a little bit of what I do. So for the everyday tasks, I made different types of coffee, tea, packaged chocolate, served customers, cleaned. It's a typical cafe. I'd start my day by opening the shop, grabbing pastries from our bakery and bringing them over to our chocolate shop. I'd get everything set up and prepped. And this wasn't part of the job, but for something fun, I asked to create their Instagram page, and I ended up managing their social media and built out their Instagram page. I did like that the owners trusted my taste or opinion, and I was able to have a lot of freedom with creating content for them as well as offering my ideas. To list just a few, I added homemade hot chocolate as well as hot chocolate to go to our menu and added a mocha with some fun designs on top. So I liked that I could be creative and it was appreciated. In the winter months, it really slowed down. There were some days there were barely any customers. Those moments were long, less fun, and I got bored at times. So I had to create things for me to do. But then when there were clients, I really enjoyed chatting with them and had several regulars, so that was fun. For Easter and Christmas season, I did a lot more behind the scenes work. For Easter, lots of packaging the chocolate bunnies and other creatures. I'd weigh the chocolate, fill them with other chocolates, tie the ribbons, package them, and repeat. For Christmas, lots of preparing boxes of chocolates to get ahead of the rush. For Valentine's Day, I was surprised we didn't do more options, but I packaged this heart. They created and added in like mini chocolates with chocolat en vrac.
Look back to when midnights broke their sleep.
So for a little reflection, it was a cute little side job getting to work with chocolate and good coffee, as well as just chatting with the locals in my town. But I think the biggest accomplishment I truly loved was that my French felt valued for the first time in a job. It was the first time in France that I wasn't hired just because I speak English. I was actually hired because of my French and my other skills too. And I know some people will think this is just like a little cafe job, but for me, the fact that they hired me because of my French and my other skills, it was just a super cool feeling. And then finally, I wanted to wait to share any of this online because it's a small town and I just wanted to be smart and safe while working here. But now that my contract is done, please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching. Gros bisous et à la prochaine. Salut!